I want to do a quick video on, in my opinion, the top 5 things to do as a targeted individual for your safety, and then to attack the people who are trying to damage you. The first and number one thing that you can do as a targeted individual would be to try to seek Faraday protection, number one, and not go to jail or have a serious physical calamity in the meantime. So seek Faraday protection would be number one, and a caveat to not go to jail and not have any serious calamity, any kind of serious damage, physical damage. Okay, if you have to, whoever you have to cut off around you, that's hindering that. They may have targeted you because there's someone around you. You need to cut off emotionally in order to get even just aluminum foil on your goddamn walls. You need to cut them off in the meantime. It can be temporary. It's a pause. It's not a permanent thing. Even if it's a wife, you don't cheat on her. You don't need to be having sex during this at all. It's just simply, you need to cut the people off that are possibly going to do you harm during this process. So first things first, you get your Faraday together. That would mean aluminum paneling on your walls, ceiling, floor, etc. That's how it works. It doesn't have to be ceiling, but aluminum paneling as much as you can, and that means just you can get aluminum foil at the store. It's $20 and some tape, and you just put it all over your walls, okay, of the room you're going to be in the most, okay, all over the place, all over the floor, all over the walls. If you're on the floor, it might not be as big of a deal if you're ground floor, but ideally, as many places as you can get it, okay. So that's what you're going to do. Once that's done, then you can start pursuing military grade Faraday cage solutions. So that means getting, and then you can have an aluminum hat when you leave the house. Again, everything should cost under $100, at most $100. Don't get anything other than this. There's no point. It's really a waste of money. It's going to just do you harm long term. So yeah, that's what I would say. Um, the next thing that you need to do is you need to pursue military grade Faraday cage. You're going to need something stronger, something that permanently and completely blocks out all imaging, anything else. Even if you don't think you need it because you're not very far along, you need it. Okay. And so that's the main thing. So I'm going to take this video. So that's the main thing that you need to do. So that's number one, Faraday, Faraday, Faraday. Number two, after you've done that, is you need to start spreading this to other people to have it, right? You need to start spreading this to other people to have it. So we're not even on offensive at all against the torturers. We're still on defensive. The first two are defensive. These are the main things. You need to help spread the target individuals connection between Faraday as the solution and target individuals. So you need to spread Faraday as the solution to target individuals. I know there's other camps, but I'm a Faraday person. You need to spread the message of the military grade Faraday machine, Faraday cage, to people as much as possible. It is the main solution that there is. If you can come up with a cheaper solution for people to build, that's fine. But most people are not going to be able to build a crazy machine. They don't have time. They don't have the tools. And even if they have the tools, they're being tortured tremendously. So that's, in my experience, that's what needs to happen. In general, they will try to suppress people to the brink. They cannot sit and build an advanced military grade thing unless they already know how to build it. So that's the truth of it. I know there was a guy putting up like a $6,000 one. The $20,000 one is currently the standard, unfortunately, and it is built by a really good company. So that's what I would say about that. Number three, the third thing that you need to do, and this is quite vital as well. You need to push for more SEO, for targeted individuals, to draw targeted individuals to military grade Faraday cage, to target individuals in general, and to the community from fucking just general CIA targeting. You need to spread the word on as well on the concept of target individuals as well. Spread the word generally on Faraday cages. Try to help get Faraday cages as much in the public as possible. Get target individuals as much in the public as possible. If you were targeted, this should be your full-time job until the CIA torturers get the death penalty. Every single person who's involved in this. If it is not your full-time job until the CIA torturers get the death penalty, you are not a moral person, in my opinion, fully moral person. This should be your full-time job until they get the death penalty. Because even if they come back after you, they would come back after you again, and they'll come back after someone else. So this should be your full-time job. This is apolitical. It has nothing to do with your stance on feminism or anything. They are apolitical. We are apolitical. We are not a party that cares about politics. We're not a party that cares about religion. We are a party that cares exclusively about keeping targeted people from being attacked. And so To call it target individuals is great, but it individualizes people within this group. So it's a CIA is a term that the CIA does not hate. So it's a good idea to do that. Okay, so I think we're at three. So the fourth and final thing that you can do is try to malign the CIA's ego, damage and malign the CIA's ego. The more you can malign the CIA's ego, the harder it's going to be in a courtroom for them to deal with it. So this is the main thing. And then after all of that, after maligning the CIA's ego and doing all of that, the final fucking thing that you would do is sue or spend a lot of money on a lawsuit, a lot of time on a lawsuit. And this includes to any gang stalkers that you run into. They will deal with it. They will corrupt it on their own. If you would like to sue, you absolutely can. If you think you have a case, you can. But they can skew it very easily, just so you know. So as much as a lot of people would want to sue in these situations, this doesn't mean you don't sue. But there's no need to sue immediately. Okay, that's all that is. As far as people who have been, I know a lot of guys have been affected by the sexual revenge drones. Please understand those girls are innocent. MK Ultra works much stronger on women than men. Yeah, long term, individually, etc. It can work weaker, but it's much stronger. They have plenty of tools to deal with those people. They have enough tools to deal with you, likely. So those girls don't have Faraday. A lot of them work. It is not their fault. If you want to go back and date them at some point, you can. You can have sex with them. The only response you need to make to a CIA agent asking you why have you not fucked your sexual revenge drone is, I can fuck her anytime I want to. I would love to go and have sex with her. That's it. And she would probably like to have sex with you too. And that's all that matters, right? So there's no need to sit and discuss that. Any insecurity you're having about the situation can basically be solved with this formula. I can do this anytime I want to. I can go back and do it anytime I want to. Is she still alive? Okay, I can go back and do it anytime I want to. Right? So it doesn't matter, you know? Again, was being sequenced by the CIA. When I'm not sequenced by the CIA, I can go back and have sex with my sexual revenge drone anytime I want to. Right? So it really doesn't fucking matter. None of that shit matters. So it is what it is. I'm being targeted and attacked right now as we speak. That's it.